Hello viewers, I'm Kausalya. Today we are going to solve problem 13 and 14 in exercise 15.1 probability. Problem number 13. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a prime number, a number lying between 2 and 6, and the third one is an odd number. So whenever a die is thrown, what is the maximum output we can have? Totally we can have 6 outputs because a die has numbers from 1 to 6. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here what are all the maximum outcomes? So the maximum outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here what is your first question? To have a prime number. So here among these 6 numbers, what are all the prime numbers? So here we are having 1, 3 and 5. So for first option, the favorable outcomes are 1, 3 and 5. So how many numbers do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 numbers. Therefore, number of favorable outcomes is equal to 3. Now, probability of getting a prime number is nothing but number of favorable outcomes divided by number of all possible outcomes. So here how many favorable outcomes we have? We have 3 favorable outcomes. And how many possible outcomes? Totally we are having 6 possible outcomes. So just substitute the values. Here it is 3 by 6 which is 1 by 2. So first option, that is first portion is over. Now we are going to the second question. Here the second question is a number lying between 2 and 6. So what are all the numbers that lies between 2 and 6? Again look at the possible outcomes. So between 2 and 6 we are having 3 numbers, 3, 4 and 5. Therefore, here the favorable outcomes are 3, 4, 5. And number of favorable outcome is again when you add, that is when you count 1, 2 and 3. So here it is 3. So probability of a number lying between 2 and 6, right? So here among these 3 numbers, we will be selecting any one. That is the meaning. A number. Okay, we are going to pick a number between 2 and 6. So how many numbers do we have between 2 and 6? We have 3, 4, 5. So when you count, we have 3 numbers. Therefore, probability is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So here it is number of favorable outcomes are 3 and number of total outcome is 6. So 3 by 6. So here it is 1 by 2. Right. Now we will move to the third part. So getting an odd number. So again when you look at the possible outcomes here. So how many odd number do we have? 1, 3 and 5. Again we have 3 odd numbers. Therefore, here the favorable outcomes are 1, 3 and 5. So, number of favorable outcome is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 numbers. Therefore, probability of getting an odd number is given by the ratio 3 by 6. That is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So, here again the final answer is 1 by 2. So this is the problem where we have all the answers as 1 by 2. Now we will proceed with our next one. Problem number 14. The problem is one card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting. Totally we are having 6 questions. So what are all the possible outcomes? Here the total number of outcomes are 52 because we have totally 52 cards. And now we are going to find the probability of getting each and everything. So here we start our solution with total number of cards are 52. Therefore here the number of all possible outcome is equal to 52. So here the next one, the first question is a king of red color. So here you see, totally how many kings do we have in cards? We will be having 4, right? 2 red and 2 black. So here you see, let E1 be the event of getting a king of red color. So here number of outcomes favorable to event E1 is 2. That is here we will be having a king of diamond and king of heart, right? So totally here we will be having 2 red kings. So number of outcomes favorable to event E1 is 2. Therefore, what is the probability? Probability is nothing but number of outcomes favorable to the event E1 divided by number of all possible outcomes. So how many favorable outcomes do we have? We have 2. So here it is 2 by 52, right? Number of favorable outcome is 2 and total number of outcomes are 52. So 2 by 52, which is nothing but 1 by 26. Now here the next question is having a face card. So how many face cards do we have? So again let us check. You see, let E2 be the event of getting a face card. So totally there are 12 face cards. So among these 12 face cards, again when you split, you see we have 4 kings, 4 queens and 4 jacks. So number of outcomes favorable to E2 is 12, right? Because we are having 12 face cards. Then what is the probability? Probability is again the same. Number of outcomes favorable to E2 divided by number of all possible outcomes. So outcomes favorable to E2 is 12 and again number of outcome is 52. So 12 by 52 when you cancel out by 3. Here we are ending up with the answer as 3 by 13. Right. Now the third question is getting a red face. So let E3 be the event of getting a red face card. So how many red faces do we have? You see, here the thing is outcomes favorable to E3 are 1 diamond king and 1 heart king. We should have a red face, okay? It should be red in color. That is the thing. So 1 diamond king, 1 heart king, and similarly 1 diamond queen, 1 heart queen, and 1 diamond jack and 1 heart jack. So totally here we are having 6 red face cards. Okay, read the question twice before answering. So here totally we are having 6. So number of outcomes favorable to E3 divided by number of all possible outcomes. So here it is 6 divided by 52 and here the answer is 3 by 26. Now we will move with the fourth question. Here the fourth question is the jack of hearts. So let E4 be the event of getting the jack of hearts. So here it is totally only 1 in number. Therefore here number of probability of E4 is number of outcomes favorable to the event E4 divided by number of all possible outcomes. So here getting a jack of heart is 1. Therefore here it is 1 divided by 52. Now the fifth question is, so here the fifth part is getting a spade. So let E5 be the event of getting a spade. So how many spades do we have? Totally we are having 13 spades. So here number of outcomes favorable to E5 is 13 and number of all possible outcome is 52. So here it is 13 by 52. So when you cancel, here the answer is 1 by 4. And our sixth question is Queen of Diamonds. So let E6 be the event of getting the Queen of Diamonds. So here we are having only one Queen of Diamonds. So probability of E6 is again number of outcomes favorable to E6 divided by number of all possible outcomes. So here the favorable outcome is 1 in number. Therefore 1 divided by 52 is the answer. So here regarding questions related with cards, you should be aware of how many cards specifically, right? How many king, how many queen, right? How many spade, jack, etc. So once you know the numbers, once you know the count clearly, then it will be very easy for you to proceed. So that's all. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.